Need to hop ahead a little bit, get this twisted around, and turn this up here for you. Make sure, oops, sure I got a good area in view for you. I'm gonna freshen up my laptop here. What? Hoy vey. Don't fail me now, computer. Gotta go to YouTube. And there's my live, but it's crooked. Nope, it isn't. I lied. Alright. So, pull this a little bit closer so I can actually read comments. Hopefully that doesn't fall down. It's kind of scary looking. What is we stuck on? Oh, big old Gemini blocking my stuff. Okay, so let me share this. Copy. And then I'm gonna go paste this on Facebook. Maybe. Let's find my groups. That is not a group. More. Chat with Sassy. Okay. Page. I just want to add a comment. How do you add a comment? Ah, here we go. Post. Hey, there we go. I posted to my Facebook. How fun was that? All right. So, today I have a couple of packages that I want to open up and share with you. And then we're going to see what we can create with said goodies. So, let us, which one do we want to start with? We'll start with the dollar store. So, I was at the dollar store looking for some glue. Somebody mentioned they have at their dollar store some Aleene's tacky glue in like a little pot. The $3 stores I stopped at don't have it. But my $1 store had these. And they're not in the craft section. They're in the floral and garden section. 33 die cuts for $1. And they have them in blue, pinks, and then purples. Just look at that. I just had to have them because you can glue these to so many projects. They don't have to go on cards. You can make, oh wow, you can make all sorts of stuff. Collages. I'm trying to think. I say you can make all sorts of stuff, but I can't remember the names of them. Collages, journaling. You know, the smaller ones can go in your journaling. You can even put this on the outside of a book. Just give them a little bit of sticky there. Hi, Sherry. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, these I'm showing I got at the dollar store in the the place where you can get fake flowery stuff and the rocks and the vases and stuff. They had these hanging in there. And I was like, they're just too cute not to grab. I mean, that is gorgeous. And if you had yourself a a bigger card. I say that, but I don't think I have a bigger card base here. Oops. Hold on, I'm throwing stuff around that I don't need to throw around. Yikes. Okay, stay there. I have... Ooh. So here's a 5x7 card base. Look at that. Those would be great on a 5x7. Well, hello, Stacy. Thanks for stopping in. And Kim in Alaska. How's everybody doing? Yeah, I picked these up at the dollar store. 33 for $1. And I just couldn't pass it up. I mean, look at this one. I know somebody, well, I know a couple of somebodies who would love these. You might need a bigger envelope or do a square envelope or a card with that one. But again, you don't have to use these on cards. You can do collages, all sorts of stuff. They're a decent paper too. They got the little bit of foiling in there. The little dinky ones. That one looks like a flower. Could hide those in flowers. But yeah, so check out your dollar store down the vase aisle. That's where I found those. They weren't in the regular crafty stuff. Okay. Whew. Now to get them all back into their package here. Maybe. Alright. Hi, Sandy. Jean, thank you for showing up. Well, you're not really late because I just started. I only opened up this package so far. And is there a Tracy? I didn't see Tracy. No, just Stacy and Sam. Oh, wait. Am I in the wrong chat? I am. Chat. Live chat. All right. So that is that. That is all I got at the dollar store because they didn't have the glue I was looking for. But that's okay. Tuck those away. Might share some of those in some giveaways. And I'm really happy Ranger came. I don't know if you guys know, but I have all of the Simon Hurley inks, the ink pads. I use them all the time. And when I bought my very first set, it was the first release. And I got them in the re-inkers, and I just wanted to try them out. And the very next month, I bought the rest of them at that time. Which, if I do this, let's do it this way. Can we see all of these luscious goodies? Look at all of these fabulous colors. And there's not so many like Catherine Pooler. I want hers too because it's just a different pad. You know, she's got the nice spongy pad and whatnot. And these are, oops, the dye with the felt pads. And I just love them. But ooh, come here. We're gonna use them all anyways, I'm sure. And then he has a brown and a gray. And they've got the cutest names like Woof and Grr, Traffic Cone, Slippery When Wet. I mean, they're wonderful. I absolutely love them. And the first set that came out were, find them. I think Rosy Cheeks was in there. Overzealous and Lady Gator. and triple berry and traffic cone and bee sting. I might have one or two of these off a little bit. Okay. Oops, wrong one. Fake plant, game over. Tropical tango, piggyback, crown main, prom queen, minty fresh. Oh, clear skies goes up there. So those were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Those were the originals. And then he came out with, these were the last 4. I think those ones, and then he came out with these last 3. But you can see they're adding in the colors, and they look really good together. And this is the newest one. Sidewalk Chalk. What? Maureen says to Stacy, how is Renee? How is she doing? And so we have the Luscious Sidewalk Chalk. And I'm so excited. The thing about these felt pads is you can store them any way you want. Okay. A lot of ink pads are like that. However, you want to check them every now and then. Okay. Because you got to give them a haircut. You see this little straggler here? Ink will wick off of that. Okay. So you just want to trim that. See how very, it's wet. It's got ink saturated in it. So if you're using them, just give them a look, see. Little dog hair. And make sure you don't have any little extra hairs hanging out. A good example is I have one I need to fix. Where is it? One of these. I think it's this one. I stamp very lightly, so you get a variety of color. And you see how really rich that is? It had a little piece that came out, and this little sticker just absorbed it. So you want to watch and make sure any of your felts don't have little hairs sticking out, because it will siphon out your colors. Okay, like this one's not too bad because it's not like sticking out. You just pick them off, cut them off, whatever you need to do. Give them a haircut every now and then. They may need it. But when I first bought them, I had all the inkers for the original 12. And then I did, a couple of weeks ago, bought the re-inker for the piggyback. A lot of people had issues with the original pad coming dry. But once you buy the re-inker, it's fabulous. I haven't had problems since I've re-inked it. Okay. But, so there's that. And so I was able to get the remainder of the inkers, which I'm kind of needing because I've been using them so much. They're a little bit drying out, but I use these so much. Aside from piggyback, I haven't really re-inked anybody, but they do need it. Okay. So we're going to show you. And it is an investment. I mean, it's money. Any company that you buy, whether it's Catherine Poole or Gina K, anybody, you'll want to invest in their re-inkers. Not just to re-ink the pads, but because you can use these in so many ways. You can add them to a palette and use them like watercolors. You can dip into them and spritz them with your flicking tool to add colorful splatters. I mean, these are very versatile. They can be right here on your desk, and you can use them every day with your ink pads, but not in the ink pad. I hope that makes sense. Hi, Cindy. Cindy, are you the one that commented that you like blues? I think you're the Cindy. I should remember. I just made a comment. There was a Cindy and a Marin that are my winners. So, yes, the Tim Holtz palette. Ryan has used his for his re-inkers for the distressors. You can add your Simon Hurleys in there. You can add whatever you want. And the fun thing about this is, say like, you know, he doesn't have a variety of the purples. Maybe you need a purple that's a little bit more blue. So you take the little re-inker, you add a couple of drops of the purple, you add a couple of drops of blue, and you have a new shade of purple. So definitely fun. You don't think it was you. Oh, well, I have two people that need to check their replies on a past video, because they are winners. So hopefully they'll respond. But yeah, so there's those. I'm super excited. I'm going to be re-inking all of my buddies. But even before we do that, let's pull out some. Let's get this little tool. Let's see how this new Sidewalk Chalk is, because I just know it's going to be gorgeous. I have some paper that I pulled out. This here is just some Accent Opaque, the little 65 pounder. Okay. Now, I'm excited for the Sidewalk Chalk because it's not pink. I know you're probably saying, well, there's a lot of pink there. This has a purple undertone to it. So, maybe it's in the Irish. Okay, you just load it up. Ooh, see how pretty that is? Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that. That is the new Sidewalk Chalk. Okay, and clean off my little inker pad. And we're going to compare it to, this one goes to Triple Berry. This is what I'm excited for. Look at this. Ooh. It's gonna be so much fun. And we're gonna put that next to, that's gonna look good with some rosy cheeks. Ooh, no, this is bee sting. That's the bee sting. Let's put that in there. Oh, look at that. They just go so well together. That was bee sting. This one's game over. Game over. Right here. This is one of his newer, deeper, richer colors. Oh, look at that. And see, they just all go so well together. I'm so excited. I would more brown and more gray, I think would just boost this set way. Woo, just make me, it would make me happy. I need some more grays and browns. Let's see. Trying to find, nope, it may need a new one. Okay. So some rosy cheeks. Okay, that is this one here. Oh, just look at that. Put it over here too, because that's just going to be beautiful. Oops. Don't do that. So we got some rosy cheeks. Now we'll get some of that soft piggyback in there. Let's get a new little pad for that one. Okay. And I think, nope, we got to get some Prom Queen in there too. Look at that. See how well these just all go together? Okay, Prom Queen. You're next. Just fabulous. Did we get everybody? I think that was in the Reds family. Triple berry we got. Let's throw the Crown Me in there just because it's purple. And see, there's that Luscious purple. Okay, now we're going to go back and we're going to add some more of the Sidewalk Chalk just so we can see how happy it is with all of the originals. And then you can do it soft. Okay. You can do it multiple times, but look at how wonderful all those colors look together. It just I think they do a wonderful job selecting colors and making them relevant with all of the rest. Okay, so that's the nice thing. You get a good company that works cares about their product and their colors and stuff, and you're gonna be happy with what you invest in. Okay, just luscious colors. Now for my ink, if I can find it, what I do is I have some sticker paper and I just cut a little strip. Okay, and just cut a little chunk off, and I'll save that for another one. And then I just peel this. Okay. Put this right on the lid so I can see it. That one's a little too long, but that's okay. And then straight to the pad. I ink up one side super, super good. And then tap the rest. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. So that way there I can see what it looks like solid and not. So that's how I do that. And then when I put them away, I can see which colors are what and what's going to go good together. And then those go into my little, but look at that. Just looks like it belongs in there. So fabulous. I'm gonna set these all over there because we're gonna probably play with them all depending on what else is in the goodie box. And look at how they ship these. Just in case they pop open, they put them in a nice zipper bag. Okay, so that's really nice and snuggy in there. I did purchase 3 alcohol inks that I didn't have. But this, look at that. We got some Kitsch Flamingo, the Rustic Wilderness, Crackling Campfire, and I finally got some Speckled Egg because all of mine are the little bitty dinky ones. So I had to be patient and wait for them to get all 4 new colors out before I could have the new colors. So, and with these, I use the same little strip, and I'll put a strip on the top and the side. That way there, no matter if I put it on my shelf like this, I can see the top if there's a bunch stacked up, or down the side. So I've got 2 ways to view this one. And I'll do the same thing. I'll tap it on there just to see what colors I have. Okay, so I'm super excited to play with those. Get those inked up. And then I finally got some of the Distress Glaze, the micro glaze that helps seal in stuff. So we're going to play with that I don't know if it's going to be today or another day. But I got the Simon Hurley sweater weather. I thought I ordered this one the last time, but I got the stained glass, so I got it this time. And I just had to have the new peel apart background. Look at that. I think we're going to play with this one a little bit today. And then look at this. I love looking at all the Tim Holtz stuff, and it dawned on me, I didn't really own any of his stamps. I've got a couple of die cuts of snowflakes and stuff, but I didn't have any stamps. So now I've got 2 red rubber stamps. These ones, very great for backgrounds, just kind of hidden underneath everything. These are just gonna look lovely. Hi, Jen. Yeah, I'm really excited for the new colors. Let's see. Yeah. New colors on the way to Jen's house too. And let's see. Oh, lucky you. You got the Simon Hurley egg brown. It's sold out the last time you checked. Keep checking back, because Simon has said multiple times in his videos that they probably have it in stock, but the machine only holds so much. So the next day when they refill the machine, it puts it back in stock. So you kind of want to just check back and see, or you can do the click and they'll text or email you when it comes back in. I had to do that with the mini brayer, which was silly. The day after I ordered this, the mini brayer was in stock. So I was like, yeah, I'm not ordering that. I just spent way too much money on this. Yeah, so super excited for those. But what I'm uber excited for is my darling FSC Stacy sent me a package. And I know what one thing is, and I think I know what something else is, because Ryan mentioned that he wasn't sure where to send Kitsch Flamingo paint. So it might be coming to me. I think that's in there. And I think she said some other goodies might be in there. Where's my water? I'm all looking around like a dork here. Pick up that. Ooh, just a nice little bit of red right there. All right. That actually needs more red. Okay, hold on a second. I need... That's better. I couldn't leave it with just one piece of red. There, that'll be nice. That'll be good for a butterfly, I think. That would be fun. Okay. Yep, it's in there, Stacy says. Okay, so I'll make sure I don't have any addresses showing. Let me pop this open. It came in the mail the other day. I couldn't open it because my room was a disaster. I mean, I did some rearranging and whatnot. I'm happier with how it looks now, but there's a lot of stuff that still could be dealt with. All right. Look at, there it is. Oh, there's no stuff inside. So she says, do you have the tonic guillotine? And I'm like, no, I have this one and this one, and somebody is sending me a big one, right? And she's like, well, I'm going to send it to you because there was an error in the shipping, and they told her to keep it, and she already has one, and she said I would love it. So, which I'm sure I will. It's, oh, look it. Oh, look at that. That is a cute color. Look at that. I'm not much of a... you know, green is my color, but I can see this with little flowers on all that luscious green background and stuff. But look at these too. These are cute. This is nice because I don't have anything like this. These are teeny weeny. Those are going to be fun. I think I can, these are even small enough. I like that the lid is rubber. So I don't know what brand or what these are. The jewels are from Chow for nails or crafts. That's fabulous. Oh man, I could put some on my flowers. So yeah, and I like this easy pop lid. Those are gorgeous. And I can, these are small enough I can keep them right on my desk so I can use them. Because you know how it is. We don't want to have to get up to go get our stuff. So, my friends, oh, look at that. And it's not very heavy. Ooh, this one measures out to 6. Look at that. Because this is my go-to, and it measures out to 5, but I put out a dot at 5.5, and then this valley right here, this ledge, is 5 1/4. Okay, but it's not really much bigger. Can we see that? So I'm going to clean this one up because I got a little bit of marks in there and whatnot. I'm going to clean it up, and it's going into my giveaway pile. Because this one still works. There's nothing wrong with it. It has been really good to me. Cuts nice and straight. Cuts through my 110-pound card bases. Easy peasy. So we're going to gift this one in my giveaways. And then this one will just look pretty. Look at this. Ooh, and I like this. See, this one has a ledge right here. And I've seen Ryan use his chopper with everything butted up down here. On mine, I don't have that. This one, it only goes here, but it, again, it cuts really good. So it's nothing I knew I missed until you get to using something new. So yeah, this is going to be cool. Nice, happy chopper. Ooh. So, and it's lightweight. The technology anymore is so nice. It's very lightweight. There we go. Okay, where did I? Stacy says, those are my containers. Let me know if you want more. Baby. Yeah, okay. And Nancy, hello, Nancy. Cindy, the guillotine is much better than the slider, which I can attest to that. I have used this slider from Fiskars for years. I upgraded to the new one, and I'm not really, the little metal guide there, I could do without it. I think it gets in the way sometimes, and sometimes it like hops over the blade, so I feel it makes it less consistent than the original design. But this is good for cutting the guts out of stuff. So if you want to make a frame and cut the guts, that still comes in handy for that. But nice straight cuts, definitely a guillotine. So we're gonna use this kitsch little pinky. Okay, let's see what's in this little guy. I don't know what's in here. Hold on. I see paper. She sent me paper to play with the guillotine. Ooh, look at those papers. Look at those. Aren't they just Eastery? And, ooh, that's really pretty. Can you... ooh, oh, wow, look at that. Ooh, that's one of those copper ones. And gold. And that one is silver. I didn't notice that when I flipped it. That is pretty. And then that is a pearlescent. These are beautiful papers. Thank you. Be careful. The blades are sharp. Yeah, definitely. Ooh, I didn't notice that. Ooh, come back. Look it. We have wood. I love wood grain. You can do so much with this. You could do like a little whitewash over the top and then hang a black and white sign on it. Like a, yeah, see, look at that. It already came in a whitewash. Hang some chalk signs on that. Was it Tim Holtz did a faux chalk stamping? That would be fun on those. But you know what would be really pretty? I'm thinking, let's stamp some eggs on this blue and then toss in a blue butterfly. How does that sound? Using some stuff that we just got. Yeah. I think that. We'll see how this... Oh, it's nice. It's got a little ball in there so you can... Shimmer and foil our Recollections brand. That's nice. I'll have to check my Michaels because Michaels is Recollections, right? Hey, Katie. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, this is just gorgeous. So, what I'm thinking is we're going to see how it stamps. Because we just got our new goodies. We did some ordering. We had some friends send in some fun stuff. Let's see. It smells. Can you smell it? It smells so fresh. Fresh and rubbery. Almost, oh, new sneakers. Oh, I love new sneakers. I haven't had new sneakers in a while. So the big thing about the Simon Hurley, it's so unique. I don't know if anybody else does it, but they're called peel aparts, okay? Because you can peel sections apart. So if you just need a couple of eggs, okay, put that right back in there. Look at that. He finds his home. If you just need a border, bam, you have an eggy border. If you need a thick border, there you go. If you just need a couple of different eggs, there's 1, 2, 3. Was there just, yep, 4, 5? Wow. So there's 7 pieces here. 1, 2, 3 bigger pieces. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's a lot of goodies for one stamp. I didn't throw out my thingy, did I? So if you're interested, sweater, egg stamp. Okay, $15.99. $15.99 for a 7-piece rubber stamp set. Okay. And the Stampers Anonymous, I get 2 beautiful at $21.99, okay? And these are investments, again, because you buy them, they will not go bad unless you, like, totally ruin them. And yes, definitely use Nancy's link. Did you share that? Definitely Ranger link. I forgot to copy that. I need to add that to my list after the video does its uploading. Pencil. Ranger link. And remember, anytime you use Nancy's affiliates, it goes right back into the FSC. And if you don't know what the FSC is, go check out the Foiling Snobs Club on Facebook. Okay, so we're going to do, ooh, you know what? We're going to use both of these. Okay, so we're going to do a small card. You know what? Yeah, we're going to peel that right off. We're going to stick that right on there. Okay. Ooh. With big stamps, you can stick them right to your glass mat. Okay. Not going to hurt anything whatsoever. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put that little guy back in there. See how easy that was to put back together? How fabulous is that? But I'm going to straighten it out a little bit and turn it the right way so I can see what the heck I'm doing. So you can use your grid on your mat for these bigger ones. Okay. So, oops. Okay, so we're going to stamp the eggies on the blue. Okay. And I don't want to mess up all my blue. So let me think here. Let me think. If I do the 5.5, we take off a half. So 5.5 becomes 5. Woohoo! Nice and smooth. 5 by 4 1/4, and we take off a half. That's 3/75. Okay, so this is our front little panel. It's going to have some eggies on it, and our nice shimmer blue, just like that. And then this one is going to be our back panel, and I'm very tempted to do the white shimmer right behind it. Yes. And then this one is going to be the full front of that. So that is going to be 5.5. I don't think that's straight, so I'm going to just hang that over just a little bit. So 5.5. Go to 5.5 on this side, just to straighten out my line. 5.5 by 4 1/4. 4 1/4. Look at that precision cutting. Ugh, you gotta love that. And there's enough stuff here. I can make 2, maybe 3 more cards with that. Okay. So this is going to be our base. And that's going to sit on top of that. Let's do, I think this is going to be beautiful in black, honestly. Let's do some black. But I want it to stay put. So I'm going to use my Stays On. Okay, I'm going to pull out my Blue Night rubber stamp handle, because I know that around my ink pads, they get some mucky on them. Okay. See that? Okay. And then look at that. I can just do that. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to hold my paper at an angle, and I'm going to set the bottom of that paper right on my rubber stamp. Pinch it with my fingers down here and let go. Okay. And then I can just adjust my fingers there and give a nice rub down. Okay. And you can see I have some ink here, and this is hanging off here. Okay. So when I lift this, I'm going to have some showing there. So what I'm going to do, because this is grungy, I'm going to go pick that up right there. And I've got this little piece there. I'm going to pick that up there. That's the nice thing about these backgrounds. is they don't have to be perfect. You need to adjust it, and then look at that. But I am gonna do, if you can see, I've got this line right here. So I just inked up a little bit there. Just like that. Okay. Oops. There we go. Fabulous. Okay. Oops. That was the wrong way. There we go. So we got that one all inked up. Let me wipe my fingers, because heaven forbid I get them all over. Stays On is a solvent-based ink, and it stains. Okay? Don't be sad, because your stamp is still beautiful, even though it's black and inky. Okay? Doesn't bother me a bit. And you can always test it. You know, get your little piece of paper, make sure it's got clean, nothing showing up. But if you can see, that just shines right through there. So pretty. So we're going to set you aside. Now this one is shimmery on both sides. And if I use my dye-based ink, which, let me think. You know what? I think we're going to do this in black, and then paint a couple of them pink. We're going to see how that looks. So back with you. Come here. Grab my little handle. Put that in there the proper way. And I don't need to ink the whole thing. Just a good section. You can rub it on, tap it on. Isn't that pretty? Put that right back on his home. And again, I'm going to have it at an angle, pinch it at the bottom, and let go. Okay? And then we're just going to push gently. You don't have to push too hard. You can use a rag, because apparently I inked up too far. No big deal, because we're not going to see that. Oh, I had a boo-boo. Of course, I didn't push hard enough in the center, but look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? And I'm not too worried about that. Okay? Because I'm going to put a butterfly right over the top of that. Oh yeah, butterflies are coming out. So don't panic. Okay, you didn't see. I'm like, oh, I missed a spot. It happens. Okay, boo-boo number 1,986. Hi, Regina. Thanks for stopping in. Okay. Oh, that's a good idea. Stacy says she puts a plain piece of paper over it and then smooth it down, and then you don't get inky fingers. See, why can't I be that smart? That was a brilliant idea. Because I have a box full of... Oops. No, that's all right. We're going to just peel those up. Set them aside. Okay. No biggie. Now let's see about this. Where'd my paint go? Paint. Okay. Now, the Stays On is a solvent ink, okay? I have solvent, and then I have the Memento, which is a water-based. If I use this and use water, this is going to smear everywhere. This is solvent. If I use water, it's not going anywhere, okay? So you got to know your inks. If you're going to use alcohol inks, use a water base. If you're going to do water, use a solvent base. Ah, here it is. Shake that little, although it probably got a good shaking going on, traveling through the mail. Pardon me while I try and open this. Good packaging again. You see that? Okay, here's my knifey. Let's pop this open. Oh, yes. It's a lovely day here. Evening, even as the sun is going down, it's still really warm out. Is everybody else having lovely weather where they're at? Okay. Sorry, I'm malfunctioning as an opener here. Okay. So here is some of our distress paint. Now, it's fluid acrylic, which means it's watery. It's not going to come out all thick and acrylic. Normal acrylic paint has a lot of body to it. It's thick and textury. Okay. So, ooh, you know what? I'll have to do that one again. Sorry, my brain is just going 90 miles an hour. I was just thinking of taking a brayer of color right over the top of that. But I don't think it's going to be good for this project. But I'm definitely going to need some, pull out my brayer. High 80s with a beautiful breeze. Yeah, Maureen. Isn't that fabulous? Oh, wow. That's like, congratulations, your baby's a girl pink. That is really soft. That's a soft, beautiful pink. Look at that. And again, I am not my color of choice is green, straight up. But you gotta appreciate the other colors out there. They're just too happy. Okay. So, let's see what we got going on. Right onto my glass mat, okay? I'm going to squirt a little bit of water over here to get my brush wet because I wasn't thinking clearly. Okay. Just going to pick up some of this pink and kind of just, I don't know, glaze it. Because I don't need it full coverage because we have the black on there and the blue. Just do a glaze because it is semi-transparent. Okay, translucent, which means you can see through it. And maybe not all of the eggs, maybe just a couple. Just to add a little bit of interest. Not being perfect. Oh, isn't that cute? Okay. Now this isn't water paper or thick all-purpose paper. This is just regular paper. If your paintbrush isn't sopping wet, you can add paint. You can add a little bit of watercoloring and stuff to it. Just don't get too heavy-handed with it. I'm thinking maybe, I don't know. Let's pull out the butterflies. Thinking maybe a little bit of purple because we have the pink. Pull out one of these. That one's too dark. Like one of these. Nope, that one's not big enough to cover my boo-boo. That's all right. Look at that. Right over my boo-boo. A nice big butterfly from the dollar store. And it's kind of grungy and it kind of oh my gosh. Let's stack those up so we can see. Okay. And don't be afraid. Don't be like, well, you stamped the whole thing. What about the center? You can gut it if you want. You can just cut out the center and set that on top. But I feel when I stamped this whole thing, that really got me thinking. You know, I said, oh, I just thought about brightening color right over the top of that. If you don't do a complete thing, you may not spark other interest. And I'm thinking I do need, see, I have this one here, this one here. I'm going to do this one pink and this one. So those two. Just because I kind of hid that other one. So we're going to add some more pink down here. Okay. Oops. Don't paint my bottom one. Go around. And just do it light so that those colors still show through. And then we were going to do this one. And this is what you would call a wash. Something where you just put the tint of color right over the top. Okay. That is a really, really nice paint. It's very smooth. It goes on really, really nice. Okay. Hold on a sec. Add some water so I can clean off my brush. And when you're cleaning your brushes, okay, you don't need to shove it to the bottom and squish it. I'm swooshing it in the water, okay? It might make contact with the bottom of the cup, but I am just swooshing in the water. I don't need it to make contact with the bottom. The swooshing gets it all nice and clean, okay? All right. So where's that butterfly? And because we do it super thin, okay, that's already dry. So then we can just tip this a little bit. And now we have this beautiful butterfly with our lightly colored pink eggs. And we pulled in pink, blue, and purple. And some shimmery goodness in the background. Look at that. And if that's too busy for you, you can do something else. But I like it. I like it busy. But you know what? I need to define this a little bit more. Let's ink those edges. Let's come in tone on tone, and we'll do this one. We'll do a little blueprint. Ooh, what's in the new 4-pack? Because, like, I don't remember anything. I don't think speckled egg. Ooh, but it'll go on the white one. Speckled egg. All right, let's get our blue ink blenders. Okay, tapping smooshes that ink into the bristles. Okay, and then we're just gonna go gently into the edges, a little wider around the corners. Gently into the edges, wider around the corner, wider around the corner, and see how that just brightens that center up. Okay, here's our original. Okay, that's what it looks like. That's your difference, the inked edges. So fabulous. Sorry about that alarm. Okay, and then we're gonna go with speckled egg, but I definitely, oops, no, I have a light blue blush. Look at that. Make sure that's nice and clean. And then we're gonna ink the edges there. It's got some fuzzies on there. Okay, this one's hairy. Can you see all the little hairs? I'm gonna definitely need to take care of those. Ooh, that's a nice blue. Just gently around the edges. I don't want to go in too deep because we have that top one, and I want some of the white to shine through. There we go. That looks better. That looks better. Got a little kitsch on there. Okay, so now we've got this nice dainty blue just kissing those edges, and you can still see it shimmer right through there. Okay, don't be afraid to ink up those shimmer papers. You'll still be able to see it. I don't know if you can see how shimmery it is right there, and we hit it with a lot of ink in that corner. Look at that. But I think, yeah, that's gonna be better. Okay, and see how it just makes that pop right off of that, because we've made it darker. We've toned it up a bit right there, and then we have this brighter center. It's just gorgeous. Okay, so we can use our dollar store tape, any score tape, double-sided tape, glue, whatever makes your heart happy to glue things down with. You could do two things. You could do tape and glue. Okay, the instant response of the tape for the permanent of the glue, whichever you like to do. Kind of eyeball it to the center-ish, just like that. I think I'm gonna pop this little butterfly up though, because I just think that's what it needs. Put a dot there. Okay, we're gonna pop up half the butterfly. We're gonna pop up this half. And then we're gonna make the other part stick to the paper, because we can. So it looks like the butterfly has movement. Okay, so then I'm just gonna stick this down, and one more itty bitty piece right on this wing. And there you go. And if you're one who orders something and you have an idea in mind, when you order it, you can leave yourself a note in the comments. You know, stamp on silver paper, heat emboss, use with this stamp. Or you can make a little note in your little day planner, whatnot, whatever you have available, and say, this is coming, I want to use it for this. Okay. So that part is down. Let go a second. And then we're gonna smoosh it a little bit. I'm flexing it a little bit and pushing it so that when it sticks, it's gonna have a little bit of a loft to it. Now, when it travels through the mail, it might smoosh it down a little bit. No big deal. Hopefully they'll see how wonderful that is if you hand deliver. It's kind of cool. Don't know if you can see that, but yeah, there we go. So, there we go. We made a card using this goodies that we just got. Woohoo! How fun is that? A little bit of dollar store goodness, a little bit of painting, stamping. You know what? Let's clean up our mess. And thinking. I don't know what I'm thinking. There we go. See, and we just layered up a lot of color on that. That is looking really good. So what can we do to clean up our paint? You can just wipe that up, or if you have another project handy, you can do the same thing. You could Add some water to that. Thin it out even more. Can't really tell on this because it's like pink on pink. If it was a different color, I think it would have showed up a lot better. But that's okay. Okay, why are you being... Yeah. Okay. And then we just wipe it up. Just like that. It's all clean, like we never even did it. Woohoo! Rinse our brush. Okay. If you need your brush dry, what I would do is sandwich it and press and pull. Don't, okay, you just go with the bristles so they don't get all mangled. All right. Now add some jewels. Hey, okay, where'd it go? That's a good idea. Ooh, you know, because we have... How am I going to pick these things up? I don't have a jewelry picker. Oh, they're so teeny weeny. Look at how pretty those are. We're going to see. We're going to see. Hold up. Let me change my bit. Get back in there. We're going to change my bit. We're going to do the fine tip. Extra fine tip. Okay. So I'm going to pick this up. I see the back of it. Uh-oh. What happened, Goo? Where are we stuck? Oh, there's a little bit of caked up glue on the inside. It's not in the bit. Just a little bit cakey up stuff in there. Wipe that off in the garbage. Shove the thing back down through the bottom. There we go. Another little chunky. Okay, what is going on? Hold on, guys. Sorry. I need this to work because it's the only glue I have. There we go. Okay, so tap, see the back. Little dollop of glue. And ta-da! Aha! That works. Definitely need to invest in a jewel picker. Oh, look at it. Nope, that's the wrong way. We need it. There we go. Right side up. That egg is designed for gems. Look at that. That little eggie is so cute. Got this eggie down here too. We could go on and on with these jemmies. I'm just gonna plop 2 down here. Just 2, so that we have a nice uneven number. Nope, don't stick to the bottle. Stick to my finger. And these are low profile, so that's going to be nice going through the mail. See, we've got our 3 jimmies there. We've got some foiling that came on the butterfly, and then our another jimmy there. Shimmers on shimmers. It's just shimmering goodness. Woohoo! All right. I'm liking that. Well, if you guys don't mind, I would like to stamp that background again and then brayer it with some pink. I think, I don't know which one that came out of. Oh, so lovely. We're going to put it in there though. Okay, so let me grab my brayer. That and crushed olive, I don't know, festive berries. Okay, I've got a couple of the distress paints. That pink, ooh, you know, pink and brown. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do those two, and we're going to do where is it? No, I don't want to use that paper. I'm trying to find. Keep moving my stuff. I can't remember what the heck I do with it. Okay. Get some watercolor paper here. This one's a little bit on the smoother side. Okay, now because it is watercolor, I want to make sure I get a good impression. So I'm just going to grab my, make sure I can see rubber on this side because it's going to be a rubber stamp that I'm using. Okay. Get this nice and snug in there. Okay. Okay, and then move my magnets. Okay. Now we're going to use some paint, so we're going to pull out that solvent ink again because we don't want it moving when we get it wet. Ugh, dork. Take off the plastic cover. Oh. Nice rich black. Okay, and as Tim says, press with, what does he say? Purpose. Stamp with purpose. Especially for the heavier cardstocks. Ooh, just the center part didn't get. Oh, look at that. Okay, and then I'm going to, I have it out. I might as well make sure that I can do a couple, right? No sense of just doing one. Get that all nice and inky. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay. Stamp with purpose. And give it a second to marry with that paper. You know, don't stamp and lift. Stamp and let it get happy together. Ooh, look at that. I think that one looks pretty good for one time, but I can see there's still ink right there. Well, that's better. Look at that. Okay. I'm going to flip this around because this paper is kind of big, so I could actually get Dang, I could get a whole nother one, can't I? Almost. Okay. Ink up that. And a stamp with purpose, right in the middle, right on the edge. And it shifted a little, but I'm not sad about it because it doesn't look like it aside from right there, which I can cut off. So I'm happy with that. Okay. So then we're going to set this up this way and see if I can't get right there. Okay, and that's just like this top section. You can see, even though it's a small section, you know, this little bit could be the home to a sentiment. You stamp it out, you like the edging, put a nice little sentiment on there, and then put it on the center of your card. This could be your focal point. Like you could put a butterfly right on top of that and put it on your thing. So while you're out stamping it about, oh, I like that. It's a lot lighter than these ones. Okay, let me throw my stuff around. Hold on. And again, this is the stays on. I'm not sad that it's not coming off because I know that it will come off. I just don't need it to move on my paper. Okay. So we're going to do that like that. And then we're just going to get this guy right there. Okay. Oops. Ah, stop it. Just like that. And we're going to look up. Because a little bit of alcohol, rubbing alcohol, nail polish remover should take care of that just fine. Okay, and I think that will be good for that. Pick up my brayer that decided to go on a hike. What doesn't create a good sail? Use a glue dot to attach the inner plastic cover to the main lid. I'm not sure. Sorry. Do a live after me, Nancy. All right. So I'm just gonna, okay. Well, I'm sorry I missed the comments because that was, I don't know. But I'll have to go back and read those after. I think Nancy said don't do that because it doesn't create a good seal. I don't know. Okay, so let me get this all covered up and then we'll brayer over. And if you have any kind of background stamp, dots, anything will work. Okay, so if you just purchased a brand new one full of dots and whatever, try this technique with it. See how it works. I'm looking for a towel that's right in front of me, people. But look at, isn't that just yummy? Look at how pretty that is. Ugh. Okay. So I'm going to take my watercolor paper, and you can use any brand of watercolor paper. Of course, quality on paper does come with a price, but there's always that middle of the road or a good sale. Okay, now I watched, sorry, they're coming for me. Welcome to Ohio. Ambulance, fire truck, they got a whole crew going. Now, I never thought of this, but it made perfect sense. Okay, jelly plate. You can use your jelly plate not to pull images, but just to do stuff. Now, where's my pinks and my browns that we're gonna do? Can we see that okay? Because I'm sorry, I just gotta see this. So we're gonna do some pink. And this is an antique bronze. So this, oops, that's that fluid paint. It's gonna be really juicy. But look at that. I don't want to blend it. I just want it. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh, look at that. Now, oops, I accidentally knocked some of my paint off. You can. I mean, you've got your gel press. You've got some color on it. Can I pick up that paint that I just... Hey, look at that. So, yeah. Okay. I'm going to move this here because you can totally do a print after the fact. And again, let it get happy together. Oh, and it just makes these beautiful marks. Okay. Look at that. Ugh. Look at that little bit right there. That would be good for a sentiment. Okay, so definitely, I need to get some of this paint picked up. Yeah, look at that. And I just added, it needs more pink though. I like this, but I think it definitely needs more pink. And don't be afraid of the mess. It cleans, guys. It cleans so easy. Okay, so we're gonna do teeny little drops of pink right on top. Okay, and then we're gonna go up. Oh yes, look at that. Woo, look at that. That is gonna make some fun card fronts. Even this one here, because it doesn't have a ton of color on it, that's going to be so much fun to chop up and make some card fronts. So if you follow me on Instagram or chat with Sassy on Facebook, the next day or two, I should have some cards up using this Luscious background. And I'm going to keep them pretty simple. They're just going to be sections of this, maybe with some, ooh, yeah, some of that new shimmer paper behind, and then a butterfly on these, and that's it. That's all I need. Drop some gems on there. You could go through and trace some of the flowers on top. I'll have to let it dry, but I'll do that on one of the bigger panels. I'll go through and trace and bring those flowers back to the top. It's going to be fun. How lovely is that? And then, I mean, that's a lot of card fronts just from one piece of watercolor paper. I wish you guys could see it in person. The colors, I mean, this pink is just soft and delicate. And with that bronzy color, I don't know, pink and brown have always been really good to to go together. All right, so let me see. Is there any questions, my friends? Haha, Maureen had a fire truck pass by at the same time. That's so funny. Yep, they're very busy around here. Because our road, if you go up and turn, there's a freeway entrance. If you go down the block that way, there's 3 freeway entrances. the highway's all around. So I think they come down for quicker access to hit some of those highways. But yeah, all right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed some ideas when you order some new paper, stop at the dollar store and get some goodies. When you get your goodies in the mail, don't know, if you can, you know, give them their homes, like put your stamps in your stamp where they go, and then use them. Okay, they're already out, you're putting them away, use them and make something real quick. I mean, that really didn't take too long. I just stamped a couple of things and then put a little wash of pink on there and then used a big fatty die cut. And maybe you don't have a big old die cut. Maybe you have another egg. You could have covered that little boo-boo that we had right there with another fun little hand-done egg. Oh, what part of Ohio did you... I am in Youngstown, on the border of Youngstown and Austintown. So, we're in a decent part of that area. Some people are like, oh, you're crazy for moving there, but we've driven around and there's some shady spots, but I think we have a decent spot that we live. But yeah, so that is that. And I get to go labeling my goodies while I watch Miss Nancy's stamps. So, oops. Jill Picker. Okay. All right. So, sorry. You type youtube.com/c/ I don't know if this Nancy stamps. Let me see if that works. Yep. Okay. I did it right. So that's where I'm headed, my friends. Lisa has moved from Dayton. I have a friend in Dayton, and when we first moved out here, they had a big fat old tornado through there. And it was like down the street from him. He got really lucky. So, and in our area, we don't have very many tornadoes. I Googled it. They had one, their last one was like 50 years ago in the Mahoning Valley. So cross our fingers, it's another 50 years before one comes trolling through. All right, my friends, I will go see you on Nancy's channel when she has a moment to go live. How exciting! We will see you next Wednesday right here at 7 p.m. Eastern. Maybe sooner. You never know. Keep an eye out on my Facebook, Chat with Sassy at Facebook, and I'll let you know if I go live again before Wednesday. Bye, everyone.